Now, guys, big news coming out of the NFL. The Vikings have finally named their starting quarterback, and that quarterback is Kyler Murray. So the Vikings are officially going to start Kyler Murray as their quarterback one. Now, this is a solid move in my opinion because Kyler Murray is coming off a rough injury-riddled season with the Arizona Cardinals. We knew his time was done there. He ends up getting cut and signs with the Minnesota Vikings, where this could be a resurgence for him. And Kevin O'Connell is a very good offensive mind. And Kyler hasn't had that since Cliff Kingsbury, where he was the most successful. Injuries have always plagued Kyler Murray. He likes to play a little risky with the ball, but I think with Kevin O'Connell, it puts him in a situation where he's finally got an elite weapon in Justin Jefferson. He's got Jordan Addison, who's a great number 2 receiver. He's got weapons upon weapons, and they just got Juwan Jennings from the 49ers earlier in the offseason. So he has 3 great receivers, and then TJ Hawkinson as his tight end. They got some really good weapons for him and a solid offensive line. So he doesn't really have to do it all himself. Kyler is in a situation where he's on a 1-year deal. If he does something with this, he could catapult himself into being the franchise guy for the Vikings because he's not terribly old either. He's still got a lot left in the tank. On the other hand, what does that mean for J.J. McCarthy? Now, if you don't know who J.J. McCarthy is, he is the young quarterback the Vikings drafted 2 years ago. He's only 23 years old, coming out of Michigan. He's 6'3", 219 pounds, started in 10 games last year, had 140 completions out of 243 attempts, 57.6 completion percentage, 1,632 yards passing, 11 touchdowns to 12 interceptions, 72.6 rating, 35.7 QBR. Now, J.J. McCarthy was supposed to be the next franchise guy for the Minnesota Vikings. When they drafted him, they signed Sam Darnold on a 1-year deal as maybe a bridge option or a solid vet backup. What ends up happening is J.J. McCarthy goes down with a season-ending injury to the point where Sam Darnold ends up starting and going above and beyond to the point where he wins the division for the Vikings and leads them into the playoffs. Now, he doesn't perform great at the end of the season and into the playoffs, but after that, what do the Vikings do? They let Sam Darnold walk. He goes and signs a good contract with the Seahawks, ends up winning the Super Bowl, and J.J. McCarthy ends up having a very, very injury-riddled season last year.